Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of The Stable. As you see, we got my 86 GT on the lift. Whole fuel system's ripped out this car. Old fuel system is down there and all that mess. And the goal is to do, obviously, a new fuel system on this car. So we got -6 and -8 line over here. But I kind of went crazy this week in ordering car parts, and they arrived. I'm a little winded because I just carried everything from the front. But guys, check it out. In this box, there is a shop in here in Colorado, and I guess he does like antique Mustangs and sells parts. And I know you guys probably remember, if you watched the last video, that I talked about my door panels being shot. They're probably savable, but they're warped. They had the matte pocket ripped out, and they're warped pretty bad at the bottom. I mentioned buying black door panels because I just re-dyed the whole interior black. That's what we have in that box. In this box, we have something else that I've been wanting for a long time. Let's see if you can see it right there. K Designs rear seat delete. We already got rid of the seats, but I think that thing is going to look absolutely amazing in the back with the black door panels, the black interior now. Pretty much the only eyesore with this car is going to be the outside for now. The inside will be clean, and the engine bay is pretty clean since we shot that matte white while the motor was out. And our final piece, well, not final piece because there's more on the way, but the final piece that showed up this week is something that I have talked about probably since the start of this channel, and definitely since we ripped the motor out and we've been sitting here. And I can't believe I finally have one. I've talked about it for a long time, but here it is. Guys, we have our Terminator X from Holley. Haven't obviously just opened it up, looked at a couple of the harnesses, and that's pretty much been it. Got our touchscreen, I think, in this one. Nothing too crazy, typical Holley Terminator X, but finally got it for the 86 GT. So when I said that wasn't the final piece, the final piece that's actually on its way is we have also ordered, the 86 got a lot of love this week. The 86 is getting a Dakota digital dash as well. I've been doing a lot of research on it. I've been trying to make sure, who's calling me? Hang up on that. Trying to make sure I know what I'm getting myself into with the wiring, since my wiring electrician, Jalen, is not here. He is in North Dakota right now, so shout out Jalen. We miss you, Jalen. Anyways, so since he's not here, I got to do all this electrical stuff myself, and it's going to be a lot with the Holley and the Dakota Digital, but I have found some companies, and I guess they pretty much make everything plug and play with it. All right, so packaging is pretty good. No complaints by me. Truthfully, I could have drove up and grabbed these because where they're at, just kind of, I think, north of Denver, east of Denver. Would have been like hour 40 drive for me, but instead of wasting the gas money with the prices we're seeing these days, I decided to go with the $50 for shipping and save my time. So let's rip this first one out of here and see what it looks like. Well, I might have messed up just a little bit when it came to the door panels. It's from Colorado Mustang Specialist, I think is the eBay. And the pictures on eBay, they look like they were black. However, to me, they appear to be the same gray that's on the car already, which is no big deal. So that's what we have on the car already. You can see how bad it's warped, like it's already popping out. And then you can see where the matte pocket or whatever was ripped off right there. I think the passenger side might be in a little better shape. I could be wrong about that as well. It's also kind of bowed. And this one does not like to shut all the way. So, but here's what we got. It's warped a little at the bottom. Nothing terrible. The backside of them look great. I have new door pins on the way, so I'm not worried about that. But these are definitely in a lot better shape than mine. So what's gonna happen is I'll tape off the little black chrome piece in the middle, and these will get sprayed black, and the carpet is getting ripped off anyways, even though it's actually, to me, looks like it's in really good shape, especially this one with the matte pocket. Like, still on there pretty good. But that's gonna get ripped off, changed to black, and these are gonna get dyed black. All right, the first piece of the K Designs rear seat delete is out. Obviously, this is for the trunk with the spare tire. This will go right in here like so. Looks like they have a nice edge here. Whole thing's made out of wood, I believe. Let's get that in place. So there's what the trunk will look like. And then this piece is for the front. It looks like there's a little bit of hardware. Hopefully I don't need any of the original seat hardware, because I think you use your original mounting holes for some of it. But let me try to get this in the car and we'll see. And I'm sure there's probably some directions in here. All right, so we got everything out. It does look like it's made out of, there you go. But came with hardware. Directions look fairly simple. You just kind of screw it all together and lay it in place. So I think I'll have to flip over the big one for the trunk, screw some things into it, and then by the time we're done, guys, we end up with that. I can't wait. I'm so excited. All right, so looks like they have another set of instructions in here, updated one, but they ship it like this. So you gotta pull that bracket off, flip it around so it's down on the bottom instead of up on the side. The other thing I noticed in shipping, it looks like I think this is a center piece. It looks like it was damaged in shipping, so hopefully that's not too bad. Should still be fine. I'm not too concerned about it, but we will see. It says about an hour install time. So I don't know, let's get to it. All right, so for your spare tire one here, these brackets, shipping, they're flipped around the other way, 180. So you have to uninstall, flip them 180 out, and then reinstall. So did that, and we are on to step 5, I think. Excuse my language, but holy shit, guys. So the directions do call for you to maybe have to loosen up your panels if it doesn't fit. But the way my Foxbody is, guys, this thing fits so snug in there as is anyways. So since I'm happy with that and we have no gaps anywhere, you now take the bolts they supply as self-tappers and you self-tap those 4 spots on the brackets. Maybe if I get from this angle, show you guys. But yeah, so 2 self-tappers there and 2 on that side. New heavy duty fuel pump wire. And as you can see, I went ahead and made sure I ran it underneath the rear seat delete. So I'll probably pull it back some just to give us some slack. All right, guys, wasn't too bad. Excuse my little light. There it is from the back. From the front. So I think it looks pretty clean. The only thing now with having this in here that I regret is I did not paint inside this rear tire, and I regret it a lot because that looks like crap. It was actually the first time I pulled the spare tire out of it was to do this, so didn't really know how it looked, but yeah, guys. K Designs. I think it looks really good. All right, jumped into more fuel system stuff. Got a hole here because we're gonna use this little ring to hold our fuel line. We did the same thing on my dad's car, so it'll look like that. And then this will run up to the fuel filter. Did the same thing on my dad's car because his fuel line got kind of close to his exhaust. All right, guys, so we were messing around with the fuel lines. I need a union adapter, -6 to 8 for our feed. And then our return right there is just a 6, so that's fine. Also, I gotta go to Lowe's tomorrow and get some smaller bolts to be able to bolt down our fuel pressure regulator, because you can see it's loose. I do have my gauge showing up for that tomorrow. So I will have a gauge. Hopefully I got enough room, but it'll stick right there. Maybe I have to try to get some kind of 45 to swing it out to the front. We'll have to get some vacuum line. But just based on those things, I don't think this thing is going to get fired up this weekend. The union adapter isn't supposed to get here till Sunday. So if it wasn't for that, I'd say we have a shot, but I don't know, guys. So we'll see, but we're going to leave it off here for tonight and we'll pick it up tomorrow.